Willem Dafoe's name kind of sounds like a frog and a parrot going bar for bar. Okay, let me think about this. Who's saying, I think it's a funny sentence. I'm willing to sign off on it. Which one's the parrot and which one's the frog? Because a frog could go, Willem. But a frog could also go, Dafoe. No, I think the frog is going Willem. And then Dafoe is the parrot. Dafoe! Dafoe! Willem. Dafoe! That's a stolen joke from How I Met Your Mother. I mean, I would love the virtue signal and be like, that explains why it's not funny. But actually, A, I laughed, and B, How I Met Your Mother was, I mean, in the era of the 3-camera sitcom, it was all right for a while. If you were watching it nowadays, like, it's a little sus, but back in the day, it was all right. Our standards were honestly, like, a lot lower back then. Thoughts on Modern Family? Kind of the same situation. Like, when watching comedies on TV but not on HBO was still, like, a thing, Modern Family was pretty good for a bit. They flanderized, this is like your granddad in the old folks' home. When you start saying, like, I don't know if he's all right. They flanderized Manny, though. They flanderized Manny. He used to be a fully fledged character in the show when he was like 9, but by the time he got to be 14, he was fully flanderized. They flanderized Manny. Sitcom tier lists. The problem is you literally don't want me to do a sitcom tier list because my sitcom tier list has Seinfeld at the top, and we all have to pretend that Seinfeld's not funny when it's actually, like, it's really funny. Malcolm in the Middle clears? No, I'm sorry, it doesn't. It doesn't clear. Malcolm in the Middle is good, but, like, it does not clear. You know why? Because there's, like, 80% of Seinfeld episodes aren't dealing with, like, the trappings of middle school day-to-day life, man. It's a show, like, for adults. It's because, like, half of every Seinfeld episode doesn't take place on, like, a middle school playground. That's behind the scenes after Jerry finishes filming. Hi, she was in high school. I don't want to get sued. She was in high school. I think she was a high school senior he was dating, but Seinfeld's just is more evergreen, man. It's just more evergreen. I respect you, but Seinfeld is 40 years old. Yeah. What does that have to do with whether or not it's good or bad? I mean, Oxygen is like, I don't even know. It's as old as, like, the fucking universe is. Maybe even older, if you believe in the Big Crunch and the Big Bang. The cyclical universe hypothesis, and, like, it's one of the GOAT gases to breathe in, for sure. I think you're the last living generation that will find Seinfeld funny. Okay. And, like, the same shit is gonna be true for your generation with SpongeBob SquarePants. We're all gonna fucking die, bro. What are you talking about? Are you, come on, nephew, you're not of the opinion that all the other generations are the ones that time's gonna forget, but your generation is the one that's gonna be edified? I don't, oh no. Oh, nephew has not figured out what it means to be a human being yet. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Your family gives a fuck about you. Your friends give a fuck about you. Nobody else cares. Including the people that are in your generational cohort, nobody cares. But especially, nobody cares that is outside. Like, people that are alive right now that are 20 don't give a fuck about old people, okay? And they don't give a fuck about the babies that are born 20 years after them. And then they, somehow in their head, they're like, it's different for me. People in 21, 17 are definitely gonna be fucking with the type of shit that I was doing. No, bro, they're gonna be laughing at you for, like, wearing some fucked up pantaloons or something like that. They don't care. They're gonna be doing their own shit. You're gonna become part of upstream color. You're gonna be another drop in the river, just like me. We're gonna flow downstream. We're gonna have, you know, been affected by the world and left an effect on the world, but the effect is gonna become completely nebulous and divorced from our individual personalities. It's just gonna be sort of, it's gonna wash over them. They're gonna read about it in a book, on a tablet probably, and it's gonna be like 3 pages of what the mid-2000s were like. And they're gonna be like, yeah, boring, I think I got it. So, like, and this what offends me the most is that millennials and Zoomers are in adjacent generations. We should be friends, but instead you're trying to say, like, as a 28-year-old, you're like, well, only 36-year-olds like that show. For the rest of eternity, we're going to be mentioned in the same breath. if anybody's fucking with us and talking about us at all. So why are you drawing a dividing line between people born in 1988 and people born in like 1994? It's the same shit. For the remainder of human existence in the universe, it's going to be exactly the same. Like, we don't give a, if I said, what was this person born in 1907? And then you said, actually, it's 1875. Everyone would say, pretty close, same shit, okay? And that's like 130 years ago or some shit like that. Wait until we get 500 years after that. You could be off by like 3 centuries on when a famous person lived, and people were like, yeah, you were in the ballpark. And you think there's going to be a difference between fucking 88, 94, 96, 79? Shut the fuck up and put the Seinfeld in the bag, okay? Curb clears. Early Curb is better, but and I respect Larry David. I think he earned the right to do whatever he wanted, but it went on too long. Seinfeld also went on too long, but the later Seinfeld seasons, you could still feel a little bit of heat coming off of it. The later Curb seasons, it was more like, he loves the craft. That's I'm not. You're never gonna find me hating Larry David. But I don't know if he lost his fastball. The show lost its fastball a little bit. The only issue with Seinfeld is that Jerry's evil. That's why I'm so sus of Kesha, man. Why did Kesha want a hug from Jerry Seinfeld? Doesn't she know? Doesn't Kesha know Jerry Seinfeld is Jerry Seinfeld, he's a little sus, man. Kesha, what are you doing trying to get a hug from Jerry Seinfeld? She don't got internet. Kesha was like, where's my hug guy? She was. Seinfeld stand-up is pure ass, though. Oh, the Seinfeld stand-up is hilarious. In the sense that you're like, what is this dude doing playing a stadium? And the fact that he has a movie about the craft of comedy, and then a whole show having coffee and talking about the craft of comedy is really funny. And I hate that I actually really like comedians in cars getting coffee. But I do find it a very interesting show. I would not get crackle for it, but I do think it's a very, I mean, when funny people are talking, I like to laugh, but his stand-up is not good. Or let me put it this way. I wasn't 40 in 1987, so I don't know how it hit back then, but it certainly does not hit at all in a contemporary context. Thoughts on Shanghai Noon? I prefer Shanghai 12:30, the sequel. I haven't seen it, is the answer to your question. Shanghai Noon, having a blast. Shanghai Noon, Jackie Chan is so fast. Owen Wilson, crazy for me. Jackie Chan, fast as can be. Dum dum dum. Shanghai Noon, the movie's a boon. If you like to have some fun. Oh well, oh well, oh well, Tell me more, tell me more. Is he really that fast? Tell me more, tell me more. Is Jackie that fast? This could go, man. This could fucking go, dude. Shanghai Noon, bad when it ends. Shanghai Noon, let's watch it again. Oh, those Shanghai nights. Tell me more. Is that what you're talking about? I saw that movie on TV while I was waiting for a prostitute. That is way too much context. I don't know who you are.